Let's go over to Oregon, shall we? Let's talk about Derrick Harmon.
Okay, I'll keep it simple for you. Derrick Harmon, 3'10", 6'5", point of attack, run dominator with thick build.
Red Star!
Love this guy. At all costs. This is the dude. This is the dude they need. Exactly. This is the guy. Like he maybe isn't the most, highlight worthy, pass rushing dude. Don't care. Locks out, drives through contact, handles double teams, stacks and sheds, tackles ball carriers, good strength. It's easy. Hand techniques, foot quickness. It's just simple. This is the guy they need. I'm not going to say any more than that. I mean, there are negatives. You see some talk power. I'd like to see more talk power. His bull rush is decent. It's got room to grow, but it's not there yet. Just isn't a pass rush guy. Doesn't have rush moves really, other than a swim. Doesn't have any edge bend. So some teams he's going to be off the board. They're not even interested. 4-3 teams might not even want him. But put him on the edge opposite Cam Hayward. Groom him to be Cam Hayward replacement. This is the guy they should draft.
Very interesting, Derrick Harmon. So the Ohio State game is kind of a prime example of how good of a run stuffer he can be. As I say, he's that prototypical size. He's got strong arms. Great examples of him using one arm to great effect when reaching out and just being able to be strong in that respect. I think that's been great. Good athleticism, able to shed well. As one again against Ohio State, he's been double teamed. He was able to shed beautifully through there to get to the running back. Able to move the lineman along with him as well as he heads towards a tackle. I think just shows great, tremendous strength and motor. I think there's a hell of a motor on him. Again, consistency is my kind of issue with Derrick Harmon, particularly padded levels, plugging gaps, pass rush. Again, not consistent enough for me to make the significant impacts that I'd want him to at the next level. His missed tackle rate is not the greatest. If this was last year's class, Derrick Harmon would probably be top of the bunch. I think in this class, kind of pushes him a little back in there. But I tell you what, there's certainly lots of upside there. I think he's still young as well. So again, another guy who can really grow out there.
Derrick Harmon double teamed against Ohio State, held the point of attack against both guys. The center disengaged to try and get out to the second level. Harmon then extended his arm, got his hands on Judkins, who we've talked about in the running back class as he tried to rush through. Not only that, he ripped the ball out of Judkins' hands on the way to the floor, turning the ball over for Oregon. It was an elite highlight.
That was the one I pinpointed. I didn't go into thank you for going into detail with it because it was great.
It was just beautiful. That there's some plays that just shouldn't be made, and this guy that was one of his highlights. So I think he can set the edge from an interior position. Actually, weirdly enough, he's got good get off and acceleration and athleticism. Powerful, good hand fighting. I think he's better at pass rush than people think necessarily. I think he looks like a monster sometimes running through the middle of the line, and whether it's missed gap assignment or what, maybe it's poor offensive line play on some of the tape that I watched. But I quite liked him. He's got good sort of push-pull moves in the run game to make sure he can get to the running back. He's got good play diagnosis, making sure he tackles the right guy. I don't know about his missed tackle rate. That's something to look into necessarily. But there's just so many examples on tape where running back just seems to appear in Derrick Harmon's arms. He just seems to be in the right place at the right time. He's beating his man, and then he's there at the time when he's trying to get through the line of scrimmage, the running back with nowhere to go. He just seems to have that sort of sixth sense to make a play. He's got that pocket collapsing power at times, even back in his Michigan State days on the tape I saw as well. So, yeah, I'm quite high on Harmon. Not necessarily red star, but I am +1.
Most missed tackles in college this season, 12 missed tackles, 26.7%, which is about 20 odd. But when in terms of the guys that we're going to be talking about today, it's about top 2 or 3. So
yeah, that's weird because as Ket said, every game I watched, he was absolute magnet for running backs. But
I think that's probably the problem. Then, if you're this kind of big run guy, you probably are going to miss a fair few tackles against some of these twitchier and more athletic running backs. So there's possibly more of a chance of you having that higher rate. But he's
got that length though. So if he is making diving tackles, he can usually get there.
Yeah, he's still got 27 tackles to his name on the season as well. So he's 43 quarterback hurries as well. this season.
It's that part. You said it, Kets. It's that bull rush. Like it's the Cam Hayward bull rush, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, you've got a guy that can stop the run and can bull rush and drive his man back into the quarterback. I mean, he just locks his arms out and drives his leg. And I'd say he's almost elite at that. And that's a funny thing to say about a guy that's a run dominator. But I think that's why he's getting the first round discussion.
43 hurries, which is 10 more than the next guy on this list. It's just absurd.
I mean, he's not like a refined pass rusher, but it's just his body shape and the fact that he's got good pad level and good drive. He uses that length well, and he's a force. So this absolutely is perfect. Exactly what the Steelers need. Stop the run and